Welcome back to Boomer and the Millennial. And after a summer hiatus, we are back at it. You know it, like a crack addict. And we hope you enjoyed our best of interview shows during the summer. And here we are, live and ready to start a new chapter.
That's right, Armondi, and today is special. We've got a new addition to the Boomer and Millennial family to celebrate. Welcome to the world, Ava Marie. Parenthood has officially begun for our resident Millennial, and trust us, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, parenthood is real, people. It is real. And speaking of real, my dad just launched a powerful new podcast, If You Were My Brothers, tackling men's health and prostate cancer in a way most folks are just not ready to talk about.
And in our current event segment, we're going to talk about the generational appeal of this Charlie Kirk and how this boomer and many others had no idea who he was, but not for our millennial. Hey, this might be the first time I'm the one catching up.
In sports news, the Georgia Bulldogs are ranked in the top 5. The Falcons are either giving us hope or taking years off our lives, and the NBA season is officially here.
And in entertainment, The Golden Bachelor is back. I couldn't wait, I tell you, causing emotional damage for every generation. Love is Blind is still chaotic, and there's much, much more. It's great to be back. I'm Reggie the Boomer.
And I'm Armondi the Millennial, and we are back at it like a crack addict.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back. How you feel?
I feel good. I feel
tired.
I'm tired. I'm always tired, but I don't know if I've ever been this tired before in my life. So,
well, you got about 2 or 3 more months of that until it kind of evens. Every day is a better day.
Hopefully. Okay.
And of course, the big news you all have. Oops. Sorry about that.
I thought you hit a piano key.
Yeah,
I was like, where'd you get sound effect?
It's my new mic, and then I've got a long mic arm.
Yeah, like the streamers. And stuff.
But the thing about it is, if you touch anything, because it's
it'll the mic it'll pick it up.
Right. Well, as I was saying, the long-awaited bundle of joy is here. Yep. You have lived through. On Boomer and the Millennial, Armondi's dating escapades.
That's true.
You lived through engagement. You lived through marriage. Yeah. And now the Millennial is a daddy. And welcome to the world, the baby girl, Ava Marie Stokes.
Yeah, she's not currently here in the room. She's in the bedroom with Mama right now, but yes,
mom and baby are doing well.
Yes, Mama Bear and Baby Bear are doing well. Okay. Healing well, and we hit 6 weeks officially yesterday. So
congratulations.
Yeah, she's growing. She's healthy. Nia's healthy. We're just losing a lot of sleep, but it's a good thing that she's so stinking cute. So
yes,
makes it worth it, I guess.
Yeah, we've been posting, and you all been posting pictures and sending us pictures. I mean, we get pictures every day, and it's just a great way live through the moment, if you will.
Yeah. You guys were there.
The
day she was delivered, you guys and Aunt Regina, and flew in, and Nia's parents were there, and it was a whole lot going on. It was a crazy 24 hours, let me tell you.
But
we did it, so.
I mean, you can kind of tell the story of the labor episode, but I just want to say that, for us, it was kind of up and down, and where we're going, and where we're not going. And then when we got on the plane, I get this text from you with the pictures of Ava Marie just being born. So I really learned, and your mom and I learned at 40,000 feet is what I tell people.
Yeah.
We were en route to, but we did get to see her about what she was like 3 hours maybe. Into this new world.
Into the world. Yeah. Well, I was going to ask, how does it feel to be a grandfather? That's kind of crazy. It's weird saying it out loud because I don't know. I know that's what you are, but it's or Papa G, as you like to be affectionately called. I guess we'll see we'll see if that sticks when she's able to talk. But
I will say it's probably not as weird as seeing you as a daddy. Okay. Seeing the pictures of you holding Ava Marie, and then seeing pictures of me holding you when you were that 6 days and holding your little head full of hair, and that is just the most, that to me is
crazy.
Weird.
Yeah,
I
that's real.
the granddaddy thing I can deal with. I'm excited
Yeah,
about it, but
yeah,
just the circle of life, if you will, is real. That's what
yeah.
to any grandparent out there, I'm sure you all,
I
you know,
look, I get it. I
yeah,
get it. But I'm glad you guys are excited and really leaning in and just excited for her to experience time with her grandparents and
yeah,
learn from them and
yeah,
learn from you guys rather and I'm sure she will be spoiled. She already is.
yeah.
So,
That's true. Your mom just when she got the word about what you all needed as far as clothes and what
oh, I'm sure she was
they
all over it.
yeah, now we're getting
All over it.
she's getting ready. Look, when we see you again, Marie is going to have a bunch of clothes for the winter. So
Yeah.
just know that between your mom and your aunt Regina, boy, it's been on. Let me ask you this. So first of all, let's talk about how the whole labor thing, I mean, even the hospital back in the day was different. Let's talk
Mhm.
about that first 24, 48 hours and the hours preceding that because there were
Okay.
some complications. I mean,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
you know,
yeah.
I
So
know.
yeah, so not to like take up too much time.
Oh, we got all
So
the time. But look, this is a special episode. This is the
okay.
baby episode, man. We can
Yeah.
look, we're
Yeah,
good. I
maybe
mean,
maybe by the end of the episode, if she's awake, I'm not sure. I feel like I just heard her crying. Oh,
yeah.
wait, is she here? Oh,
Oh, there she
oh, there she
is.
is. That's so crazy. Right
There
on
she
cue. I
is.
don't know. She,
Yeah.
you guys can't really see her, but she is
Yeah.
awake.
We're gonna have to, if
Oh,
it's
there
okay
she
with mom. Hey Nia.
Yeah.
Hey
Oh,
mom.
my dad's saying, "Hey, hey,
This
Ava, do you want to say anything?"
hi. Hey, baby girl.
Yeah.
You wanna say hi huh?
There we go. Thanks, Ava. Thanks for your take.
Oh wow, yeah, that was pretty good. This is yeah, 6 weeks. I mean, we yeah, we got a star.
Yeah.
We got a star on our
Yeah.
hands at
Yeah.
six
Talk
weeks,
about
man.
listen, Boomer and the Millennial and the the Gen Beta.
Jim Beta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Bye, baby girl. Thank you for joining. I'll
Look,
see
you
you in a
see,
bit.
look, she's got bitten by the bug now. It's over.
Yeah, now she's like, I got so much to say.
Microphone? What?
Right.
So we're gonna have to
But
post some
yeah.
pictures on the website, boomerandthemillennial.com,
We could do that.
so everybody can get to see Ava.
Yeah.
If mom approves, because
Yeah.
you have no
It
say
should
so.
be fine.
So
It
just
should
so
be
you
fine.
know.
Well, of course not.
Yeah.
It should be fine though. But
So
yeah,
yeah,
sorry if that was a little
let's talk about
chaotic
yeah.
just now.
That's look, that's the theme for
Yeah,
the
that's my life. That's so
yeah,
get used to
yeah,
it.
get
You
used to it.
so
So let's talk about the first couple of prior to Ava arriving. How did you know what time it was, when to go to the hospital? Kind of
right.
take us through that.
Okay, so, and I'll try to explain this as best I can. I'm not a medical professional. I'm also a man, so that I let you take that as you will. Basically, leading up to labor, the day before. So this is no, I'm sorry, 2 days before. So this is Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
September 4th. So
Okay.
your wedding, your anniversary, you and
Oh
mother's
yeah,
anniversary,
yeah.
which
Mhm.
was the day that we guessed in the
Yes.
pool she would be born on.
Right.
So this is Thursday, September 4th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's on Saturday, she'll be 39 weeks. Now, when you hit 39 weeks, all the moms would know, and I'm not sure if you would know or not, but and the
I would.
dads, whatever. That's what
Mm.
I'm saying. We're men. Like, take it with a grain of salt. Whatever. We were at our checkup, our 38-week checkup, right? And at 39 weeks and beyond, you can get what's called a membrane sweep, and basically, a membrane sweep kickstarts labor.
Okay.
Right now, it can happen anywhere between 24 hours and 48 hours, and I think it's like a 70% chance if it doing that, of it like making your water break,
Mhm.
or inducing labor. So that happened on Thursday, the 4th. Friday morning around 7:30, 8 a.m., Nia wakes up and she feels like her water broke, right?
Mhm.
Nothing crazy, not a gush, like,
That
and
you see on
so
TV, yeah, like, right.
right, it's not like that. And actually, majority of the time, it doesn't even break. So that happens. We call the hospital, and it's so funny because Nia was supposed to get a massage in a couple hours out in Boulder, and she was like, "Oh, can I come in? Like, what would you say? Like, what's the timeline? Like 2 hours?" Or they were like, "No, you should probably come in within the hour, like, as soon as possible,"
Mhm.
because she was still trying to go to her massage appointment, which is crazy, but sounds like my wife. Anyways, so we go to the hospital and her mom is with us. So we go to the hospital and we go to triage. So we're in triage now. Mind you, we had been in triage twice before with 2 false alarms.
Right.
The first false alarm was pretty serious, like, what are they called? Contractions. And then the second one was my wife thought that her water broke a different time before this, but they
Mhm.
were just false alarms. So this time we're in triage. They test to see if her water actually broke, like if they swab and everything. And it was really funny. We were joking with the nurse because the test came back positive. So her water did actually break, but the line was very, very faint. So it's similar to like a pregnancy test. And we were just joking around because when we were in Jamaica and found out that we were pregnant, when I saw the test, the line was very faint and Nia didn't see it. But I could see it. And I
Mhm.
knew, I was like, that it's faint, but it's there. And so we were just joking about that. It was the same instance. Like she couldn't really see it, but the nurse, her mom, and
Everybody
myself could
else,
see
right.
that line.
Yeah.
So her water did break. Up until this time, she had been 1 centimeter dilated, and you have to get to 10 centimeters to push. And so when we went into the hospital to triage, she was about 2 to 3 centimeters. So they moved us to our birthing suite. So that's where
Mhm.
they were going to deliver and be there the whole time that we were going to be in the hospital.
Let me
So we,
just let me talk a little bit about this birthing suite because it was
okay.
it
Yeah,
was
it's nice.
huge. It was
Yeah, yeah,
nice.
yeah,
And
yeah. Shout out St.
and
Anthony's.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
St. Anthony's North. So,
unlike when you were born, or boomers can remember how babies are born and then they're taken to the nursery with a whole bunch of babies, and then you look through the window and your name is on there and you kind of point to baby that's yours with all the other dads,
yeah,
and then they feed the baby, and then they bring the baby in to the mom to be fed, and they take them away. The nurses are kind of taking care of the baby in that room, right? And they're bringing them in periodically. But in this birthing suite, like you all got Ava, like that's it. I mean, once it's like being at the home at home. Of course, you got nurses coming in, everybody's checking, but the baby's not going anywhere else. Is right there. Ava's
right,
right there.
right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it just all happens in that room, or really, so we thought. So foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, so we're setting up the birthing suite. We're getting it all ready. We brought like electric candles, which were really nice. They said, everybody that came in, all the nurses, they were like, "Oh, we love the candles. It's such a
Hmm.
nice vibe in here." Set up the Apple TV, like had the speaker and everything. So we were comfortable. We ended up getting a room that was facing the mountains, which is what Nia wanted
Hmm.
and sort of requested. So shout out to the nurses. Yeah, so we're in the birthing suite. Nia's really chilling. She has a high pain tolerance. So these contractions, she's having them, she's feeling them, but she's not uncomfortable. You know what I mean? She's kind
Hmm.
of chilling.
Hmm.
The OBGYN who we had never seen before, who was working at the time, was Dr. Wilson. And so, cool. Thinking, they're like, oh, Dr. Wilson's gonna come in and see you guys and you get and meet you guys. Cool. And in walks Dr. Wilson. She is the only black female OBGYN at St. Anthony's. Went to Howard, husband went to Morehouse.
Okay.
Real cool. She's been in Denver for 2 years, so the same amount of time as Nia and I. And so Dr. Wilson, real cool. She was great. Shout out, big shout out to God first and foremost, because he was just orchestrating everything during this entire time. But also big shout out to Dr. Wilson. So, anyways, we're chilling. We're in the birthing suite. She's doing good. Eventually, Dr. Wilson comes in. We meet her. Cool. Love her to death. She's great. Nurses come in, meeting them. Cool. Making sure Nia's comfortable and all of these things. And so eventually, Dr. Wilson comes back in, and Nia's still kind of chilling. She's been walking around. She's been on the exercise ball, kind of just getting things moving, just kind of waiting. And so the doctor comes in, and she's like, "Okay, you're kind of chilling a little bit too much for where we should be at." So now, mind you, we went to the hospital around 10 a.m. This
Mhm.
is so probably like 3-4 p.m.
Mhm.
whatever. So she's like, "Okay, we're gonna put you on pitocin." Now, pitocin, for those of you who don't know, is a drug that helps induce
Just
labor.
labor.
Yeah. So, they start you off on small doses and everything to just, if you're taking a minute, which can happen with your first child, or it speeds up the process. Now, the thing with Pitocin is it intensifies the contractions and the pain from the contractions. And so Nia's kind of getting through it again, moving her body, walking around helps. Things are kind of moving along. She's on Pitocin. Cool. And some hours go by, and she's starting to really like feel these contractions kicking in with the pitocin, and she has a high pain tolerance. So she's like, "Okay, if I'm starting to feel these, like, let's start getting things ready for later." What
Mhm.
that means is, okay, let's go ahead and let the anesthesiologist know, because mind you, almost all of the suites are filled, because
Right.
September is the most common month for babies to be born.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
Obviously,
that.
yeah, well,
Well, you
Christmas,
were
New
born in
Year's, you got
September, yeah, yeah.
right. Well, you think about,
Yeah,
you were
when? Yeah,
probably
yeah.
conceived Christmas, New
Right.
Year's around that time. So, um, yeah. So, anyways, the anesthesiologist, Nia's like, "Okay, let's just go ahead and get our names in there, because he's got to make rounds and everything. If there's C-sections happening, he has to, be in there, all of these things."
Mhm.
And so we get the epidural, right? Boom. Okay, they're starting to intensify whatever. He comes in, and obviously, if you've gotten an epidural, that's a serious thing. You're getting a shot in in
It's fine,
between
yeah.
your vertebrae and your spinal cord, but it's supposed to really help. Now, misconception, it helps with the pain, does not help with pushing. Like,
Right,
and
yeah,
as a matter of
yeah.
fact, when you get an epidural, most times, like, you don't feel like moving it, like it's harder to move your body and your legs,
Mhm.
right? So, which makes it
Your mom
harder to
had one.
push.
You were epidural baby.
Oh, I listen, for all of you women out there who have given birth without an epidural, listen, I commend you. There is literally nobody on this planet
That's
stronger
right.
than you guys are.
Yeah.
Now, the
Mhm.
contractions are kicking in, get the epidural. Now, here's where things start to go a little sideways. The epidural is supposed to be kicking in, and for some reason, Nia is still slightly feeling these Pitocin serious contractions.
Mhm.
So what had happened was she had gotten her epidural, but it was only affecting one side of her body. So she was only half of her body was
Oh,
medicated,
wow.
the other half of her body was not. So she's feeling both these contractions with pitocin and without pitocin at the same time. So she's
Mhm.
gotten to feel both. Okay, her word, get the epidural. Sorry, get the
Right,
epidural.
right.
Then she then has to get a second epidural shot. And I'm holding her. I have to brace her shoulders as she's
Mm.
sitting on the edge of the bed, slumped over. Like, my forehead is touching forehead, and I'm just encouraging her, trying to, give her verbal strength, whatever, like praying with her, because it's serious. So she had to
Yeah.
get two of those shots,
Mm.
right, separately. And then finally it starts to kick in, on which means you just got a double dose on one side, and a single dose on the other side. Time goes by. Now, mind you, it's nighttime now. It's nighttime. She's still, I was fast forward. She is probably now 8 to 9 centimeters dilated. You still got to get to 10. Pitocin is, man, it is kicking in,
Mhm.
and it is really hurting. And, my wife is very, very strong, and she's really, like, in a lot of pain, which is hard to watch. It's hard to see and
Yeah.
not be able to do anything about it. At this point, her dad is also there. Also, I can only imagine, really hard to, what can you do? And so Dr. Wilson comes in, and she's like, "Okay, here's what's going on. There's still a piece of your cervix that's in the way. We have to clear that before you can push. You're still 9 centimeters. And the entire pregnancy, this is just like Ava Marie, Stokes Hicks. The entire pregnancy, she's been in position, head down.
Mhm.
And the day of, she decided to flip right side up.
Ah,
So
like, I'm
now,
not ready.
bro, now the nurse and the doctor are have Nia in these different positions, trying to get Ava to flip, get the cervix out of the way, all of these things. And it is so painful. It is so painful. At this point, she's on her hands and knees going in a child's pose when she feels the contraction, and having the nurse is like shaking her hips, trying to it's
Mm.
insane.
Oh, wow.
So finally she's like, okay, nothing's changing. And the doctor's like, we got to look at other options. And Nia says, okay, what are our options? And the doctor explains that we could do a C-section.
Mhm.
Explains the risks of the C-section. Now, mind you, at this point, Nia has been in labor. We got there at 10 a.m. Her water broke at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. This is now probably 5 a.m. the
Mm.
Saturday morning.
Oh, wow, almost 24 hours.
Yeah, Saturday morning the 6th.
Wow.
So she's like, okay, let's do a C-section. So I scrub up. They get her ready, and they take us to the OR. They get her ready while I'm waiting for about 20 minutes or so. And it's a major surgery, so there
Yeah.
are risks. And I'm just there where her head is and just talking to her, encouraging her. She's awake. She can't feel anything, but she's awake.
Mhm.
And the C-section took maybe 30 minutes. Shout out again to Dr. Wilson. She crushed it. Everything went well. Come to find out, it's a good thing that Nia decided to do the C-section, because not only do we have those other complications, but apparently Ava's the umbilical cord was wrapped around her ankle. So
Mm.
even if she would have tried to
Right.
push, that would have been holding her back from coming out easily. So yeah, I remember hearing crying when they got her out, and they brought her around. They measured her and everything, and they waited a minute before I cut the umbilical cord, because that's what you should do. You should wait a full minute. There's nutrients that they get. We learned that in class. And
Mm.
so I cut the umbilical cord, and they weighed her and measured her, and she came out 6 pounds 10 ounces at, I believe it was 17 inches, and she was born on September 6th, 2025 at 6:19 a.m. 6:18, 6:18, 6:19 a.m. I have it written down, but
Yeah, and
it's one of the, yeah,
we were in the air. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, they hand her to Nia, and she is on her chest and instantly tries to latch. And they stitch Nia back up and take her back to the birthing suite. And that is the story. 24 hours later,
Wow.
Ava Marie was born
Wow.
and came into this world, and with a full head of hair. And you'll see pictures, but full head of hair, looking exactly like her mom.
Yeah.
So not a
So,
lick of me in there. So
well, not, but now it's starting
now,
to, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
every
yeah,
day
yeah.
is a different,
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
So, just your first impression, because I remember when you were born, I saw your head and I was like, it was kind of, I don't know, squished a little bit.
It was coned. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
well,
I got pushed out.
you had to come out,
Yep.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
"What's is his
Yeah,
head? What's
don't
wrong with
freak
it?"
out, guys. That's
Right,
that's that's
and
just,
they were
it
like
goes back to normal.
they were all looking at me like, "Oh, new dad, he just has no
Yeah,
clue." And then I
it's
was
all
like, "You
good.
weren't crying," and I said,
Yeah.
why is he crying? I mean, you cried a little bit." And then they were like, "You know what? You don't worry. He's gonna be crying." And
Yeah, I don't think Ava cried.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that was kinda me just being in the moment. I didn't all I saw was you, and I was there. I could see it was the weirdest thing. I just saw this little head come out with all his hair, just one blob of hair coming at me, and I was like, "Wow, what is that?" But anyway, what was your first thought when
Um, yeah, just that this is crazy. We're really doing this. This is real life. She's so precious and beautiful. And, I think they say that when you become a dad, like in that moment, a lot goes through your head and something just clicks, and you just have this new sense of like fatherhood that like just sort of happens when you see your child for the first time. Yeah, I could definitely say that I probably, felt that. and something just click, and like this is my daughter, and I will do everything in my power to protect her and her mom and provide for her and her mom, and just take care of her. And also it's cool that Nia and I are a team and work well together, and that has also been a blessing. And so yeah, that's probably like my first thoughts. And if I were to sum up parenthood so far, like what I've really gained from the first 6 weeks of being a dad, and just that whole journey of pregnancy and labor and the breastfeeding journey, just the whole thing. I think I would say that I've coined the phrase parenting is pivoting. So you have to pivot sometimes. A lot of times you have a plan, or you think that this is, how you want to do things, and what you want to show them, and how you want to raise them, and the decisions that you have for your kids. And every kid is different, so there is no blueprint or formula. So it's sort of like you have to pivot sometimes. I think we weren't planning on having a C-section. We weren't planning on having some of those complications. We weren't planning on getting a second epidural, and so on and so forth. But we had to pivot, and that pivoting and making the right decision for my wife and our family and our daughter, and that's what I think parenting. That's what it is right now. Parenting is pivoting.
Okay.
I'm sure there's other lessons to be
Oh
learned,
yeah,
but
there are many
yeah.
lessons to come
But right
down the
now,
road.
that's
But
yeah,
yeah, but that's a good one. Just know that it's just day by day.
yeah,
And I will just say this before we move on, and we're going to be talking more. I know this is the first episode since our hiatus and then the big event, but I will just say it goes by a lot quicker than you can imagine. After you hindsight, you look back and you go, wow, that was like, it doesn't seem like that every day when you're up late at night or early in the morning and you're tired all the time and trying to get through it. The good thing for you and for Nia both is that you have paternity leave
yeah,
through your job. She has maternity leave, which is great. So you all
yeah.
both still get paid and everything, but you can concentrate on just getting
Just
through
be
these
yeah. I
next few
took a
months.
quarter off of school,
Yeah. So
so
I
I'll go
mean,
back in January.
yeah, and that's good
And yeah,
because you can kind of work through this because it is. I mean, it's just intense and trying to get through it. But the other thing is it's quick, it goes by fast, and then you tend to forget a lot of stuff. That's why we
okay,
have pictures because
I
you
see. Yeah,
forget. I remember when you were born and kind of the things and bringing you home and those kind of things. But after a while, it gets to be day by day, right?
yeah. No, I get it. I get
Buying
it. What is
diapers and
time?
just,
Time is
so
relative because
yeah.
I'm
So
in a
you just
simulation right now.
so then you start remembering kind of benchmarks, but right now you're just
Yeah,
trying to get through it. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and we're
And
here
it's
for
been
you. We
yeah.
got
No,
two
I
grand
appreciate
sets
it. I
of
mean,
grandparents that are here.
yeah, she is a delight, and
So we'll be
yeah, you'll
touching
get
base.
updates.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
we'll
mean,
be getting updates,
I
right?
feel like we can almost like I think you being a dad, me being a dad, and now you being a grandfather, and everything like that. That could be a podcast within itself.
This is
So
true.
I'm sure many updates, many crazy stories, and whatnot to come. So
Yes, yes. And with
feels good to be back. Let me tell
yes.
you, feels good to be back at it like a crack
Yeah,
addict. Let
yeah.
me
Well,
tell you.
it
Ooh, I
is
haven't
good.
said that in a minute.
I know it's good to have to be able to come
Got to keep
back
one in the
and
chamber.
and because people have been asking you, right? People have been reaching out, when y'all coming back? What's going on with the
Yeah.
baby? Da, da, da. But as you know, I devoted pretty much my full time now to
Oh, right.
my nonprofit
Yep.
Straight
Yep.
Street Media and
Yep.
the projects around it. That one being If You Are My Brothers, which is the prostate cancer awareness and documentary project, which I've been working on for years and years and years. Just
I
because
have too. Yeah.
yes, you have. Yeah, you started as a
Yeah.
little kid, working
Yeah.
to the point where now you can edit and do all that stuff and going through school.
Yeah.
But this has been something that's been dear to me, and it's been hard to really move. I've done more in the last 3 months than I've done in the last 5, 6 years because when you have a full-time job and you're doing other things, you're trying to do this on the side. It just takes a lot of time. And I can't even get done what I need to do with devoting 100% of my time to it. So that just goes to show you how much behind I was
Yeah.
behind the eight
You
ball,
be
right? to
Yeah,
try
yeah,
to
yeah,
get the
you've been
stuff.
busy. It's been
Yeah.
life be lifing and things be
Yes, yeah,
happening.
yeah,
So,
so but I am happy to
but
say
yeah,
that the podcast is up and running. We do it live
yeah, okay. Yeah,
on
let the people know.
YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. It goes live every other Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so we have a new episode coming up this
And
Thursday.
what do you guys talk about?
Well, everything. The last episode was about erectile dysfunction and
Okay.
incontinence, which are sometimes risk of surgery or prostate
Right.
cancer treatment. Just really
Right.
talking to a great doc that specializes in that. And we've had like a panel of guys to talk about prostate cancer. We've had scientists on to talk about new and upcoming ways of dealing with cancer. But anyway, that's
Okay. Well,
something
yeah,
that,
everybody tap into that.
yeah, yeah. So I'm
Be
excited.
sure to listen and
Yeah.
subscribe
Yeah.
and
And we still have the
share.
documentary we're working on, as well as the community engagement. We just did a health fair and we had a table and talked about,
Nice.
got people to sign up, stuff like that,
Yeah,
subscribe
you
to
gotta
the,
let people know,
yeah,
especially brothers, man.
yeah, yeah. You're a little young right now to be looking, to
Yeah,
be
but
worried
it's
about it,
it's
but
in my
something,
family, so
yeah,
it's
something to think about down the road.
yeah. I gotta check sooner than some.
And lots been happening since we've been gone. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time. We really want to get to sports. We're not going to
Yeah,
spend,
yeah, yeah. Can yeah, yeah.
we're
Let's
not going
not
to,
let no, no,
look,
no. Let's just not. Let's not do that. Let's
well,
not do the
well,
Charlie
look,
Kirk thing.
the only thing I wanted to talk about Charlie Kirk, which was fascinating to me,
Uh
was
huh.
I had never heard of him.
Yeah,
And but
it's
when he was assassinated, it was all over the news. I didn't know who this
yeah,
guy was, and I talked to you, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I know who he is." And my question, just from a generational thing, because most boomers had never heard of him. And that's just amazing. We're all plugged into CNN, we're all plugged into all of these news sources, but this guy has been around. And so my question
yeah.
to
Well,
you is
he
just, how did you know so much about him?
social media. Yeah, so he got his claim to fame on social media, in debating. So debating students at colleges, and I believe that's what he was doing when he got
Yeah.
assassinated. And also there's a really popular YouTube channel called Jubilee, and they hold like debates and stuff where it's like one person sitting in one chair at a table and across is an open seat, and that's in the middle of a circle of people, and basically that one person sitting down argues a view on something,
Hmm.
and all of those other people around are the opposing view, and so they race to see who can sit down and basically argue, like debate with the person, or
Like
on
debate
the
the
other side of
musical
the table.
chairs kind of thing, where the person runs to get
Yeah,
in
but
the
it's
chair.
yeah, like that's something that happens, but it's really like a 20 versus 1 type of situation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he got popular from that, and certain topics that can be controversial, that's what goes viral,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what people see,
He was
right?
quite an
So,
enigma. I mean, the Christian right,
yeah,
a lot
yeah,
of
very conservative.
folk, really loved him,
Yeah.
and then there
I
were
mean,
others that, yeah,
yeah, like he is a modern day like politician without being a politician.
yeah.
I don't believe he's a politician. I don't think he's officially a politician. I
Well, he
don't
wasn't.
fully know.
No, no.
Yeah, yeah,
But he
yeah.
was an
So like
influencer.
yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah.
a
Like
political
that's yeah, but you
influencer.
think
Right.
about like this is 2025. Like those are the people that are on that
Mhm.
my generation knows, a Gen Z, Gen Alpha, like they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, like these
Yeah.
takes and these clips go viral, and that's what people see, and
But my thing was just to, because this is Boomer and the Millennial,
right.
just to show how in a lot of ways, there is a disconnect between the generations when it comes to information.
Yeah.
And we always talk about, we kid on this podcast about how you get your news and how I get my news, and through Instagram and TikTok and that kind of thing. And I'm like CNN and MSNBC, and but here's the thing: normally, whatever's happening on one, you kind of get information on both channels, both ways of information
Right.
dissemination. This was the first time I can remember in the 5 years we've been doing this, that this was totally something I had no clue. and you knew because this person has been on platforms that you get your information from and I don't, and it
Yeah.
was like a wall. And so
Yeah.
that's why I really wanted to talk about just how that separation happens, and there's probably other influencers rather, that are on all of these platforms that you know about that I don't know about. And I just thought that was
Right.
really intriguing to me. And I just wanted to kind of bring that up. So maybe for a lot of the
Yeah.
boomers, it may be good for us to be plugged into TikTok and more into Instagram as it pertains to some of this messaging and not shy away from it, which we do, like,
Yeah. I mean, I
so
guess it just
just
depends. Like if you're watching the news, like, you'll get a lot from the news. This guy just got popular from social media. So,
since it's happened a while back, I mean, everybody's talked about it, but I was just intrigued by just how I didn't know and you did, and that was, like, surprising to me. But what is also surprising to me is that the Georgia Bulldogs
I don't know how we keep winning. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't know how we
Ooh,
keep pulling it
boy.
off, but it'd be a dogfight, but we come out on top, except for
My,
when we
my,
play
my.
Alabama, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, so we have a neighbor of ours who changed his Facebook profile to this thing that says Alabama's killed more dogs than Michael Vick. So I'm like, it's like
That's
that's
insane.
cold.
That's a crazy.
That's
That's
cold.
wild.
That's cold.
That's a
But yeah,
crazy take.
one thing everybody's saying, even Kirby, he doesn't know why this team is the way it is. He said this is the most resilient team because he talked about that last year because it was kind of the same thing last year. He claimed this was
Yeah.
the most resilient team. They never give up. They never quit. And to be honest with you, I was at the Alabama game, and that was a game they should have won, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
they weren't
Yeah.
beat as much as they beat themselves. One with drop passes, another with the play calling, which was just, anyway. But that being said, I last night yesterday was a
Insane.
classic example of
Yeah.
them
I
just
mean,
I mean, I watched the game, I DVR'd it,
yeah.
I watched it because I wanted to see how it turned out. I already knew the
Yeah.
score because I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not into, like, trying not to
Yeah.
see. I'm like, I know the
I was
score.
by the end of the third quarter, I was worried.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But, I
uh
think what happened with this particular game is they did not get behind by 2 or 3 touchdowns. They stayed in the
stayed in the
game
fight.
in the
Yeah.
first half for the first time.
I don't know. I think as far as the offense is concerned, Gunner made some good plays. He had a couple good throws, which I feel like I see every game. So I feel like he's getting better.
Yeah,
I call him Gunner the runner because he's gonna run,
yeah.
which is great and it has saved him numerous times.
Here's the thing, and I think one commentator said that if Georgia is ever able to put together a complete game for 4 quarters, there's nobody that can beat them. Their problem is they don't get serious until the second half, and in this case, it was the final 4th quarter.
I mean, we're look. I'm glad we got the win there, man.
You
It's
know
a very interesting
Oh, this is a tough
college
season.
football season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of
the
parity.
SEC is looking weird.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see how it shapes out.
But the second half of the season's coming up, and I think everything's gonna play out. The good teams will rise to the top. The wannabes who've, been on this run like a Georgia Tech may not survive.
Yeah,
So we'll see, what really is gonna be coming down here. It's like you just
especially with
gotta
the 12-team playoffs.
yeah,
Yeah,
you just gotta play the game. That's gonna be interesting. And basketball season is upon us, so we'll be looking. I had a
go
chance to go
Nuggets.
to the Hawks game Thursday, but the person was like, call me at 6:30. Say, I got Hawks tickets. The game starts at 7. I'm like, man, my old bones don't move that
That's real.
fast.
We were supposed to go to the Denver Nuggets open practice today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but we chose not to.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did talk about that. Yeah,
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 we were supposed to go to. It was today.
yeah.
We didn't want to take Ava to Ball Arena. That would have been too much.
No, no. Look, there's a lot going on out here. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
maybe best to limit that in that
yeah.
many people. Anything you're watching?
Love is Blind, which they
Yes.
shot in Denver, and it's a
Yes.
terrible. Listen, guys, listen to me right now. Not everybody is weird. I know everybody on that show.
Oh my goodness, man. It is not a good
I know they picked
representation of
the they
Denver.
picked the worst people in the city, guys. Edmund, don't even get me started. Don't even we could do a whole episode on Love Is Blind.
Is
This
that
is
the
ridiculous.
brother with the pick in his head?
Yes,
Oh,
bro.
he is.
He's what do you call it? He's stunted. He's stunted. He's a kid. Like he acts like a child, and I think like he's a that's because of being in foster homes and stuff like that. Like he seems stunted. I'm no therapist or anything, but I see signs of that. But
Okay, I
either
didn't know
way,
his
like,
backstory.
well, yeah. Have you not been watching?
I mean, I've been watching, but I
Oh,
didn't.
you're not locked. You're not locked. It's
I
okay.
started from the beginning because now they drop them once a week.
Yeah,
So
which is really annoying.
yeah, because
It's
they
really
know people
annoying.
go right to the end. So like
Yeah,
that's what I did.
yeah.
So there's like,
They
I'm
want to
staying
stretch
on.
it out, but
Yeah.
yeah, this season is terrible. It's okay. It's okay. We got. I don't. Are you caught up?
Yeah, I just watched the
Yeah, man.
and then the people.
3 couples already. Like,
Yeah,
nah,
the
I ain't
guys
doing
that
it.
are like falling the like I can't do this. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
No,
just
but it's
play
real.
it.
I knew Joe was gonna fold. I knew Joe was
Yeah,
gonna
but
fold.
my thing is just play
He
it
been
out to the
shaped me
end.
from the jump.
The girls
He
are
just
like,
didn't.
we want to get
Yeah.
through this. We want to, we want
Yeah,
our
but a lot of
15
them,
minutes of fame.
just want to be married. Like they just want to be married. Like
Yeah,
that one
well,
girl that was with homeboy that
oh, she
like is
was
the
just,
luxury. Yeah.
yeah,
I just really love you. Like
right.
I know,
Why?
and I love you too.
Why?
Like I
But
relax. Like I just feel like you don't love me as much as I
yeah,
love you. But I do. Like I
yeah,
don't listen. It's
this
wild.
is a,
And then Patrick in the beginning. Oh mercy, mercy.
yeah, it's.
Yeah. It's
I don't know
listen, guys. I'm so
what's
sorry.
wrong with you single couples in Denver, man. That's
Well,
just,
that's not
you know,
us. That's what I mean. Hey,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
other than that, am I watching anything else? Abbott Elementary is back.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
yeah.
Gen V, the new season of Gen V, Starting Five. Me and Nia are really into season 2 of Starting Five. That
Okay.
follows the 5 NBA
NBA
players.
players, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they picked a good group for season 2. So
Okay, yeah, I hadn't seen that at all. I've been watching Golden Bachelor is
of
back,
course,
and the guy that's on there, that's been real interesting. And our friend Sandra, who's been on the show, who was on
yeah,
Golden Bachelor, her twin sister was
that's
one of the
crazy.
participants this past
That's
season.
crazy.
She kind of
That's cool.
didn't make the first cut, but
Eesh.
I
I'm sorry.
know Sandra's looking forward to coming back on the podcast. We're going to have her on once we get into the playoffs for NFL, because she's a big NFL fan. So we're going to have her come on, and she's really said, I'll be happy to do it. I'm excited. So shout out to Sandra Mason of the Golden Bachelor, our buddy and friend of the show. But yeah, so it's been interesting to see the old people, the Goldens as they call them, kind of
Right.
get through this with this guy who ex football player, and his dad was black. I didn't even know that his dad was black, but you can't really tell. But anyway,
Okay.
he
Of course not.
he was on a podcast, and he said something about if he was on, or what would he like to have the participants the age, and he said between 40 and 60, and so like they
Okay.
started like 60, right? So he had to live that
Okay.
down during the whole first 2 episodes. He had to come clean. Oh, I didn't mean it.
Yeah,
But
of
anyway,
course not.
that's what we're watching. We're kind of getting through. I know it's a little long, but
Yeah. A
a
lot of things are happening,
lot of things are
and you
happening.
missed
Yeah.
us, so you're welcome
We only
for being back.
touched a bit. We have so much to catch
Exactly.
up on. But we will be doing that in our next show, our Thanksgiving episode, holiday episode, if you will. Probably like we did last year, we'll be doing that live from Denver, since we're coming out to Denver for Thanksgiving. So we'll be doing that live from Armondi's Island, as we did
Maybe we'll hear
last year.
get some more
With our special guest.
exclusive scoop from Ava Marie.
Yes, we'll have our special guest, Ava Marie, on as well. We want to thank the Dangerfield Newbies for their great intro and outro music and the things that they're doing. Go check them out, folks, because they've got a lot of new music out there. So Spotify, iHeart, however you get your music, all the platforms, Apple Music, check them out, the Dangerfield Newbies, and we really appreciate them as well. Anything else you got? Oh, boomerandthemillennial.com, boomerandthemillennial.com. You can follow us on social media. You can leave a message. You can email us. You can join our mailing list, which we got so many people that have done that. We appreciate that.
Yeah, leave a voice message.
Leave a voice message. You can also make a contribution to our show to keep us on the air. We appreciate that too.
Keep us on the air, somebody. Listen, look,
that's my public media.
I got more mouths to feed.
Right, that's my public media coming out of me. Right, it's like call, call and make that contribution to Boomer and the Balloon.
Keep us on the air.
Keep us on the air. Your contribution matters. One by one, we can make a difference. That's my pitch. So, anything else you got going on? I know it's been.
No, that's it.
Yeah, man, it's so good to be back. So good to see you. I'm glad we're able to have a chance to get the show done, and so excited about you and Nia and Ava, Winston, the whole family. So
which I need to go take him out. So wrap it up.
Congratulations. And until next time, I am Reggie the Boomer.
And I'm Armondi the Millennial.
We're out. Peace.